Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, we're going to Six Flags Great America's opening day. So, just got my sweater on. It's currently 53 degrees up there. And the wind says it's making it feel like 40. So I'm going to have a sweater on. And I'm also going to have this coat. My Vessi coat. Just in case. There's no rain in the forecast. But still, it's one of the heavier ones I got out. So I'm going to have this in my car just in case. And I've got my glasses just in case. My cell phone. And then my camera. So, just finished getting ready. I just got to get some shoes on. And here is the fit. Pants with the zipper pockets. My Ace sweater. And, let me get this for you. I don't know if you can see it. A Six Flags Great America t-shirt. This is the one I bought last year for the 4th of July, if you want to check that vlog out. But either way, I think we're ready to go. So let's get on the road. That is the line up there. We have made it. Made it in the park. So we made it in. You can see they have the front cleared out here for the landscaping they're going to be putting in, allegedly, to go right in front of the logo here. But yeah, it was a little bit of a line to get in, as I expected, just like a couple years ago when I came. But yeah, they've got some 50th anniversary stuff out here already. X-Force already got a line right by the entrance there. Nothing on the Jumbotron today. Got Sylvester and Tweety out. Some meet and greets. Oh, that guy's got a huge hand. Look at him. He's got a giant hand. Batman looks great with the repaint. Gras looking graphy. We are going to head over to Raging Bull and try to see how that line looks. Gonna ride on that before it occurs a 90-minute wait. Some 50th anniversary photo spots out. Premium Experience Center. That's where the fast lane used to be. That's where it is. That's where you get the fast lane. Strutter's still here, but not open.
I haven't seen Wrath go.
Wrath has not cycled. That's not good. There we go, Wrath going. Getting ready to drop. And a drop. Beautiful. Oh, the Demon is cycling. I think it's the red train. That is the red train. Wonder if it's red and black or red and yellow. First time seeing the new paint on the Bull. Pretty up close, I'd say. It looks really good. Pops. Really nice. I'm hoping the Demon is next to get a nice fresh coat of paint. Would have been cool to see the corkscrews go back to the red or the white for the 50th, for its 50th anniversary of the park, but I get it. Line for Viper doesn't look too bad, but it could be deep in the woods. They always seem to do some nice retracking on Viper. I haven't read anything about it. They usually just do the top 2 layers. Sometimes all 8 stacks, but usually just top couple layers. We're gonna hop in line for the Bull. I don't know, well, that looks like a long wait, but we're gonna get in line, I think, and see. I don't know if they're on 1 train or 2 trains, or probably not 3 trains first day of the year. So, can't ask everybody to be like Kings Island. Line for the Bull. Not looking too horrible. Oh, they have the Cedar Fair one-time fast lane things out. Normally with the wait times up here, but nothing. Let's do Raging Bull. Me feel it! Yeah! just got off a Raging Bull. That was probably not only the best ride I've ever had on that, I think that's the best ride I've ever had on a B&M, period. You're gonna flame me in the comments. Do it right now. This is your chance. Yes, it's better than Fury. I think that personally, because of a lot of evidence that we just had on that ride. Yes, I rode in the back row. I'm biased because I know this ride. The airtime is hindering on ejector on multiple moments of the ride, and there's plenty of floater as well. But other than that, it's just a really good ride, great mix of forces, and it's just a good all-around hyper. So, best B&M, period. I would not argue with you if you made that argument. If you made that statement, I would not argue with you. But we're headed out of the Southwest Territory now. I think we're gonna head over to either the Demon or the American Eagle. One of the two. I'd like to see this Justice League get rethemed eventually. Maybe to like a Phantom Theater or something like Kings Island just got. And I'd also like to see the Demon get a nice repaint. You can see the old track color showing through a little bit, the rust. Got the sign back. Here we go.
I went on it. Yeah. It's all mine.
Oh. Better lean back on this one. Oh, the effects are back! Yeah! So, quick review of the Demon, I guess. I got red train. They got the red and the black train out this year. Much like last year. I think it was red and black or red and yellow last year. Can't remember off the top of my head. But it was running pretty good. It's starting to show its age. Well, I don't say that I mean like in terms of riding. It's always been showing its age in terms of riding. In terms of just appearance, it's rusty. The red's starting to peel back through here, and the corkscrews. Up front, it's a tolerable ride. I know it's a lot worse in the back because I have ridden back there before. I know how it gets. It gets bumpy, it gets jerky, it gets rough. I'm just glad the effects are back myself because maybe it's just for the 50th, but I think it shows that it's going to be around for at least another 10 years. And like again, what I mean by effects is the lights in the tunnel here are back on. The lights at the first tunnel are back on when you leave the station, and the lights on in the eyes and the mouth of the head before you go into the corkscrews are back on. And I imagine the smoke will be back on for Fright Fest and any of that kind of stuff. So I think the Demon's riding good. It's always one of my favorites here. Arrow is one of my favorite manufacturers, so I always go in with some sort of bias. Yes, but while we were waiting for the Demon, oh, I think it's coming. Let's get a good shot here. Oh yeah, that's a shot right there. While we were waiting for the Demon, the attendant we were talking to said that most of the B&Ms are all on one train. We just got off a Raging Bull prior to, just had my best ride ever on Raging Bull. Best ride ever on a B&M, period, prior to riding on the Demon.
And yeah, he said pretty much, Wrath, X-Flight, I don't know about Bandit and Superman, but he said pretty much all the B&Ms, all the big B&Ms are on one train, which I don't know why. Those seem to be the most popular attractions. So you think they would assemble those trains first. Demon's on 2 trains. It appears the Eagle is on 2 trains. I don't know about Goliath or anything else, but everything's racking up a pretty substantial weight. So Demon was good. Let's keep going through the park. Here is the Eagle. Let's hop in line, maybe. So we were just in line for the Eagle. Waited probably about a half hour, and then it went down. So we're getting out of line, and just as we're leaving, it comes back up. So that's fine. Their ops are incredibly slow on this every year. I feel like the line was just to the staircase, but I'm thinking it was probably another 20 minutes to get up to the station. So sadly, no American Eagle ride today, but maybe another day soon. Some of the teasers from what they tore out of Camp Cartoon. Looks like we're going to be getting a new either Camp Cartoon or like Camp Snoopy area, maybe Camp Looney Tunes, something. So yeah, but it's all fenced off. You can't even get back to Sprockets. Same signs here on the fence around where the old go-karts used to be. Follow the whispers. Ventures just beyond the trees. Some sort of camp theme coming. I'm thinking. Speculating starts now. Gear up. Getting that new kids area after all, maybe. Some land flattening going on. If you remember from last year, there was fences up still from the Mardi Gras Hangover site, the Larson Loop that was here. They're tearing up quite a bit. Now, allegedly, if you remember the leak that we looked at a little bit later last year, there was supposed to be an attraction that had a station here and Q House where the Johnny Rockets is. So Johnny Rockets is still here as of now, but all of this has been cleared, and it'll either, my guess is hopefully they turn it into a nice little park. But if those Giga rumors are true, I think we could be seeing phase 1. I'll stop and try to find my brick real quick. I'll update you when we found it. Cool. Cool. There it is. It lives. 50th anniversary wall. I assume this will become the 50th anniversary museum they're working on. Still working on it. So sadly, I will not be getting a magnet today. And it looks like we're going to be heading out at this point. Still got to put all the landscaping in here. And I think that'll look really nice once it's done. I appreciate the use of non-pop music going on here. I feel like it's opening day from 76. What does that say? No park? Wait a minute. Anyway, moving on. But overall, it was a good first visit. If we were to compare it to the last opening day we just went to, which was Kings Island, I would say this does not stack up at all against Kings Island. Even on busy days, I've been to Kings Island. Busy opening days in the past couple years. Kings Island always has their crap together. They have at least 2 trains on all the major roller coasters. In fact, I've never seen 1 train on a roller coaster at Kings Island till Winterfest, when they just run the one on Flight of Fear, and this past opening day when we went, they had 1 train on the Bat, but they had a sign out front saying maybe longer delays than usual. So longer waits than usual. So oh well, you win some, you lose them all. So headed back to the car now. Glad I got to come opening day. I'm definitely going to be back next month for the actual 50th, the big 5-0, should be May 29th. Hopefully they're in a lot better shape by then, but you'll just have to subscribe to find out, I guess. So hit the subscribe button, the like button if you like what you're seeing, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.
Great